Good morning, YouTube. How are you today? Okay. So, today's story, y'all, I found my list of stories that I'm gonna tell with my messages and my morals. So, today's story is, I'm gonna go straight from the top of the list. I wanted to tell you guys a story about the time when my daddy told me he was disappointed in me. Okay. So what happened was, all right, I had a cousin who was the same age as I am. Her birthday was she turned 50 in January. I turned 50 in August. So what happened is she and I, she came to live with me. Her mom and her dad did some separating or something or the other, and she ended up coming to live with us. And when she came to live with us, it was kind of weird because, you got two teenagers the same age, and her mother let her do what she wanted to do. You know what, let me do this. I'm gonna move this camera because it's like this glare. Maybe this is better. Yeah, this is better. Anyway, so her mom let her do what she wanted to do. My mom and dad wasn't even having that. My daddy's a minister, so it was like, you can go party all Saturday night, Friday night, you can party Sunday to Sunday, but on Sunday morning when it's time to go to church, you going to church. I don't care how tired you are, how bad you feel or whatever, you getting up and you going. So that's what we used to do. Anyway, and my parents, they were just strict. My dad was the one who said, I don't care. You can either go to school or you go to work. I prefer that you do both. And if you're going to work, you got to bring money in the house. So that was my daddy's saying. Well, my aunt, her daughter was like out there. Okay, so like we both were the same age. When I was in the 12th grade, they had to put her in the 10th grade because she just didn't have enough credits and she was too old to be in the 9th grade. So, she just was like out there in the street. She was one of the rah-rah street people. She got a good job now, but it's as a drug counselor. Anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, what I was going to tell you about, okay, so we were about 16, and I had a boyfriend, and I really liked this guy. Y'all, she slept with my boyfriend and got pregnant by him. But that wasn't the end all, the be all. So she knew, all right, so after she had slept with the guy and got pregnant by him, it was another friend of mine. Me and this guy was real good friends. And she went in behind my back and tried to like break up our friendship and told him all of this stuff. Y'all know I wasn't having that. And I was so upset when my boyfriend had told me that he didn't want to be with me because he had got her pregnant. And then on top of that, see, I wasn't giving out none of my good. My good was staying in my pants. My aunt always told us, keep your drawers up and your dress tail down. And I tried to do that. So I wasn't out there giving up my good. So what ended up happening is this day my friend had, he had told me all this stuff, and then the boyfriend had broke up with me, and I was feeling real bad. I was about 16, 17, y'all. Y'all, those Adirondack chairs, those wood slat chairs. I grabbed one of them wood slats out of that chair. My aunt, my cousin, and my mama, they had all went out because they always would go and do stuff because I couldn't do stuff because I was in, like, my mom and them had me in programs on Saturday. I was doing beneficial stuff. I was in military programs and things of that nature. I was in the Sea Cadets. That's why I got to travel when I was a teenager. So we weren't rich, we were poor. We were considered middle class, but we didn't have like money like that. we were blessed because my daddy worked on buildings and things like that nature. So he caught deals on his house and things of that nature. Anyway, on this particular day, my cousin, I was just so upset when she came home. I was so upset. I grabbed that stick out of that chair when I seen him come up. I was sitting in the door. I was just crying, chest hurting. I'm breathing all hard, like a raging bull. And when I went out the house, first thing I did was grab that stick, and I went down that hill, and she came up the hill at me. I drop kicked her down the hill, and I took that stick and went to wailing on her head with that nail. Now, y'all, my aunt was a big lady. She was about 400 pounds. And she grabbed me, and she was holding me while her daughter kicked me in the stomach. I said, this ain't even gonna work. My mother, we was rolling around on the ground. My mother said, Macy, let them fight. And she stepped over us and came on in the house. She said, let them fight. Let them get it out their system. They'll be all right. We was out there fighting, and I was getting the best of her until her mama grabbed me and held me so she can kick me and punch me. So once her mama threw me up in a van and sat on top of me, and only thing I could do was find some canned goods, y'all. I cracked my aunt upside her head with them canned goods. I took that can and dented that can upside her head. I shouldn't laugh about that. God bless the dead. My Aunt Macy dead and gone now. But I cracked that can upside her head until she let me go and let me out of that van and got up off me. And I got on her daughter behind again. Because, see, I was kind of like a quiet one. I mean, I had friends and stuff. I was that chick that could run. I can run in and out of different circles because everybody was my friend. So she was like, once she let me go and I got on her daughter behind again, we got to fighting. We was fighting. So this man across the street helped my aunt break us up. And I went in the house. My mother said, Vivian, stop. Get in the house. And once my mom said stop and come in the house, I actually stopped and went right in the house. So y'all, when I went in the house and sat down and everything, I was all upset and stopped breathing hard. So my aunt waited for my father to come home, and she was telling my father what happened. And my father tell me to this day, she thought I was going to take you upstairs and spank you, beat you. I wasn't going to whoop you because of her. Y'all was kids and y'all was going to fight. That's what y'all do, fight. As long as y'all ain't fighting against each other in the street, with somebody else, long as y'all teamed up as a family, when it come time to be teamed up as a family, you good. But y'all were fighting each other. And she ain't had nothing to do with that. So my father took me upstairs. Y'all, my father really, I think I probably would have took the butt whooping a lot better than I took his words. Because my father told me, daughter, I am disappointed in you. Y'all, that's all my daddy had to say. And I bawled like a baby. He never ever told me he was disappointed in me again. And that's the thing that I've always strived for my daddy never to tell me that he was disappointed in me. Because I never wanted to disappoint my father, neither one of my parents. So, yeah, that's the message and the moral of this story. Love and respect your parents. You don't know how long you got them. And try and make them proud. Really do. Try to make your parents proud. And I ain't saying live your life for your parents. I'm just saying live your life in a way that they can be proud of you. And your kids can be proud of you and your family and things of that nature. Don't be a goofball, a mud duck, and a crazy person out here looking crazy in these streets. Always live your life in a respectable manner in such a way that your family can respect you and others can respect you. And most of all, you can respect yourself. Share, like, and subscribe. Y'all have a good day, YouTube. I'm about to get started because this is about to be a long day. All right. Peace and blessings. Love you all. All right.